Let's get the music playing. Yay, it's happening. Got that wiggle jiggle in your camera. All right.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm trying to figure it out.
Well, luckily your cam's not the main focus, so.
Hey,
It's all about me. Let me do my due diligence and make sure stream is working. Yay. You know what? It's hilarious. I found out that the chat works if I just don't do anything to my stuff. Cool. Alright. If you are joining today I am going to be teaching my friend how to paint Warhammer live. This should be great. He doesn't have his model primed yet, but he's going to be playing with the paints to see what colors he likes. You should probably get a piece of paper and paint it on the paper.
yeah, I'm gonna do it on the acrylic sheet.
Yeah.
It's already been used. It's still usable.
Use it harder. But yeah, that should be fine. A clear one might be able to get a good idea of what the paints are gonna look like. Let me see. Ah, yes, tan flesh. Shadow flesh.
Let me just keep it going.
Just name them out like Pokemon. Dark flesh. Transparent black. And burnt sienna.
One more.
Copper. In this exciting adventure.
That's all unfinished.
Let me turn up the
Yep.
gain just a bit. Blah 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 blah. Alright, I still technically have some dudes I need to paint too, so this won't just be a stream of endless blankness.
Paint it up.
I'm gonna... Maybe I can do their faces now that they're gray? Let's see. Because I have models that I painted, like, long ago. But this was before I was confident enough to paint their faces. Yeah, I've got this guy right here. Yeah. I had no confidence in painting them faces, so... Look at that Death Guard.
Look at that. Snowman.
I also have, like, some models that are primed that I can legit just show you from the primed.
Yeah. Show me what looks primed. I actually need to bring up your.
Yeah. And I can paint those too. That way you can get a real good idea of, like, the brush technique and everything. Is that enough of the olive flesh? There we go. Give me some skin. Alright. Just mixing some paints right now.
I wish I was doing that. Bring it.
You know, actually, I should probably have that process, like, on frame. Let me do that without spilling water everywhere. Whoa, there we go, we got paint on screen.
Hey.
Anyways, so right now I basically mix the tan flesh and the olive flesh to get a more realistic skin tone.
Okay.
And I just mixed it up right now, and that's what it looks like. Alright. Actually, I should even have the paper towel that I'm gonna wipe my brush on. Fine moment. Okay, I got some good news.
What is it?
I found a model primed in the exact color, in fact, exact primer you're using.
Cool.
Yep. And I've got a nice color. Let's see. Gray-green, finally! Monument Hobbies makes a...
There he is.
A field gray.
Hey, that looks good.
Yeah.
I need to disable my camera real quick. I'm gonna move it.
And I'll pretty much show you how that would look going on. Oh, here, let me turn off your display real quick.
Yeah, I can take this.
Don't. Oh god, that's loud. Alright. Let me find brushes to use. Yeah, this is a good brush to use. Alright. Now, if only I could fit more onto my screen for you. It's kind of the problem of doing this live, but screw it, we're doing it live. Alright. Let me know when you're ready. This guy, he's so bright white. I also got this guy right here. While we wait for him, I might as well get this guy painted up. Let's see if I can just paint the flesh tone on his face while it's gray. You know what? No, it's gonna suck so bad. I already know, I've practiced. And I just have to paint black on it first. I'm using transparent black on this, by the way. Alright, get the other ones ready. Let me pull his head off. Blech. Make it easier. Alright, got this guy's face. Get a little zoom in. Oh, the Halo music. I can't play Halo music, unfortunately. Let's see. I am going to go ahead and put on some Hi-Fi Rush music. Are you still there, Daniel?
Hi-Fi Rush is good.
Yeah. Did you get everything sorted?
I am almost there.
All right. Wah.
The Wappadop.
Jeez. Can't wait until I get a proper cam set.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, let those dry. Oh yeah, I sent you that link to the Grand Cafe thing.
The Grind Cafe?
The Grind Cafe. No, the Grand Cafe.
Grind Cafe?
The new faction that's coming out for Old World.
Oh! Gosh dang it, see, I told you! I told you, it sounds like cafe. Is a cafe opening? Fuck.
I'm excited for it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it.
Oh my gosh.
I really want it, though.
You want it so badly. Oh, yeah. Alright, so...
I need it.
I need to prime these.
You do?
This guy's face down.
I mean, are you going to paint them now, or do you want to just build while I paint and you see what I'm doing?
I am going to prime one while I play around mixtures and put stuff together.
Oh, okay. But anywho,
I want to at least get a couple of these flesh
yeah.
and flesh mixed with fuck.
Alright, so pretty much, if you're going to be using like a traditional brush like this one, you'll just want to dab some paint on the tip of it, like basically like so, from the corner of the screen. And then what you'll do is you'll wipe off some excess of that paint, just ever so slightly. Not a whole lot, but just enough that you're not going to be just coating the model.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna basically choose a spot on the model that you want to start off with. Like for instance, I always like to start off with the little coat here on the back. And you're basically just going to ever so slightly rub it on like so.
Okay.
Yep.
Coats on pretty nice.
Yeah. Look at that. Now with the white, you might need to put on a few coats with this one.
Get it darker? Or just cover all?
Just for coverage, because there is a bit of white being shown through on his coat. I don't know if you see that.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But that's basically like one method. There is also the dry brush method, which I prefer. And there's a number of ways you can do a dry brush method. You can either get like your regular flat tip brush like so and try dry brushing. Which with dry brushing, you'll want to rub more paint out. Like you'll want to like really kind of rub it out till it starts looking faded a little bit, and then you'll start going on the model like so. And you know, just rapidly kind of put it on. And you can kind of see that, yeah, there is more white, but the more and more you like rub it on, it starts to disappear. And you'll pretty much want to use both techniques no matter what you're painting, because I find using the traditional brush for, that's the flathead. The traditional brush is better for smaller details. But what you'll want to go for before doing smaller details is doing full coverage of your main color.
Right.
And that's one of the key things too, is finding out what your main color is going to be throughout the full body. Like for instance, this guy is going to be
flesh tone or just the whole entire unit itself?
I would say, well, it depends. Like for your little poxwalker there, are you gonna paint him all in the flesh tone and then start adding the details?
That's what I'm thinking.
Because
but
that
also
might
I
work
could
better.
just do like the flesh on him. You see, that's where I'm like, I don't know. This is new territory for me.
Well, I'll paint
Hard to gauge what to do.
Yeah. Well, I'll paint this guy to give you an idea of what you might want to do. Now, granted, it's not going to be one-to-one because this guy is, you know, wearing a coat, so it's kind of easy to be like, yeah, I'm going to make the coat this color. And right now I'm using a makeup brush to do my dry brushing. Similar method, kind of rub it out onto like a paper towel or something till it starts looking slightly faded, and then start doing your coverage. And you can kind of see with the makeup brush like how much coverage I can get at a time.
God, why is yours so easy? Why does mine have to be so freaking pointy and like so much detail? Damn it.
Well, with the flesh tones that you're going to put on it, it probably is going to go on easy. I am wondering, though, because you are using flesh tones in the color white, and how that's going to work.
Yeah, see, it's gonna be a learning curve.
Because black usually goes better with flesh tones. Not saying that you can't do it.
Yeah.
It might work, because I haven't tried that myself. And hey, the best idea to do too is to basically paint one model and try to paint it in full. That way you get your idea, and if it's not coming out, I have some stuff we can dunk the guy in.
Yeah, the stuff you were talking about.
Yep. Which, to be honest, I'm
Okay.
probably gonna dunk this guy in it too, because I don't like the white primer for what I'm doing. But I'm just giving you an idea of what painting on the white primer is gonna look like.
Mm-hmm. Mixed.
But yeah, I always like the dry brush method because you just get one. You don't really need. Ooh, that actually looks cool.
That is a mixture of the tan flesh and burnt sienna.
Okay,
So that
it's definitely
It's a
a
mix
like a
of-
brown, like a dark brown.
There it is.
Oh, nice.
Oh no!
What's oh no?
Oh no!
Did you spill your paint?
It won't flow through. Right, hold on.
So he is mostly armored up. I would probably say put
Oh.
the.
Hey.
Oh no. Like the burnt
Yeah.
sienna might look good, and then with the bronze detailing.
Okay. Gonna be interesting. So. There's way too much exposure.
Yeah, this is a. I gotta admit, I don't like painting on the white primer. No, it doesn't look too bad. Let me get a good zoom in. I think the only reason I don't like painting on it is because when you paint onto black, it actually saves you a lot of details. Good example is these two models that I'm going to show. So the one in this hand right here was traditionally painted. I painted it with a, or I primed it with gray. I don't remember what kind of gray. I think it was uniform gray. And it doesn't look too bad. It definitely, like, looks a little flatter and opaque. And there are still details that are seen.
Yeah, these are the two different ones that you showed me, right?
Yeah. But this one here, I primed in a black, and then I dry brushed the colors on.
Yeah, doesn't the other one, on your other hand, looks almost cartoonish, like the colors?
Yeah.
Look more, what are they? What's it called?
Yeah.
Colors look more vivid.
Yeah. And this one has, like, both of them don't have a wash on them either. But this one, with just using a black primer and just dry brushing the colors onto it, that dry brush, because it doesn't do a full coverage like a regular brush does, like with this, I'm able to keep a lot of those details without needing to really try, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you prime with white, you don't get that benefit, really. And now you're trying to cover it because because you're going to have the white bleed through. So, like, as a result, if you're doing a traditional brush on, you'll have to do essentially what is the a favorite quote of a lot of people, including Duncan Rhodes. In fact, it's his brand thing is 2 thin coats.
Okay.
But if you're doing a dry brush, of course, I would say that the dry brush probably not the best to do on a white primed model. Not unless you're doing a zenithal, which essentially what a zenithal is. It's where you take a model that is primed black, like this boyo, and then you add white from a high angle. So like for instance, I'm gonna hold him like this, and let's say I spray white. I would probably be spraying white from like a top angle like that, like, let's see, like from where this pointer is.
Mm-hmm.
And I would do it not necessarily to like coat it all in white, but to coat areas that I want to simulate light hitting him.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, let me go ahead and paint this guy to show you what I mean about the dry brushing. Now this is going to be interesting. This is going to show you a huge difference in Alright, Krieger. Focus. I think it's because he's a dark color, so the camera doesn't want to focus on him. It wants to focus on the guy behind him.
Still there. Come on.
There we go. Alright. Let me go ahead and show you how the dry brush works on this guy. Gonna start from the back because I always find this to be the easier spot. I want to thin out the paint on the dry brush because the whole point of the dry brush is not to coat it like a traditional brush, but to get it more like, well, I'm using a makeup brush as my dry brush, so kind of like makeup. With a dry brush, you kind of just go back and forth, back and forth.
Okay, I see that the color is actually still coming through. I was actually curious. I was like, is it gonna still come through like that?
Yeah. But it works better with the black because that's exactly what I want. I want certain tones to be darker.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, oh.
Go ahead and kind of show you what I mean about trying to get paint off the brush. So you can see there's a lot of paint on the brush. Slightly less paint. Slightly thinner. Anywhere between this one and this one, depending on how much paint you want to get on the model.
Yeah.
Usually when I'm starting with, I try to get it to this thin consistency, see how it looks on it, and if it looks like it's too thin, kind of like it is kind of right there, I'll try to put more paint until I get this consistency.
And it already looks good.
Right? And essentially, I'm just trying to get that contrast.
How much that's...
Man, this field gray looks great on the black primer. It sucks. I have like 140 Kriegers painted in the more
Oh my god.
quote-unquote traditional like this guy.
Mhm.
And Part of me wants to strip all of them, but oh god, that's gonna take
no.
so long. It's 140 dudes. Even if I used this method that I'm using right now, which is a lot faster than traditional, it's just gonna take so long. And I've got too many other projects down the line I need to work on.
It's a little darker. I put in the dark flesh, or yeah.
Okay, yeah, that would be good for like under flesh tones, like crevices and stuff. Yeah.
And try to make skin tone because it's gonna be. So I'm trying to still figure out which color I'm gonna go with, especially starting off with the Marines.
Oh yeah. See, with the Marines, it's kind of interesting because you might want to just paint the armor slightly bronze, like because you want the armor to stand out, right? And then the flesh tones will be underneath where they have like the where the fleshy boils are, and like I would even say where you're supposed to have the skin suit, for lack of a better word, like not actual skin, but like the cat suit that they put on under their armor.
Gritty of the detail, then.
Yeah. Also, too, if you do have a dry brush, fun fact, that zenithal thing I was telling you about, where you basically paint it black, and then you try to paint a lighter color, like a white, from above, you can do that more easily with an airbrush, but instead of using white, you can use your main primary color. Like, for instance, I could do it using this field gray I'm using.
Okay.
Yeah. It should be noted, too, that the painting process, the first steps of it are going to definitely feel like it's gonna not come out exactly how you want it when you first start it. Like, for instance, this looks great, but at the same time, I'm kind of looking at it and I'm like, I don't know. But if you keep continuing with it, you'll get something really cool like this guy. Where it's like, oh, okay, my vision is there. It starts to come together.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely.
I need to put copper on this because I'm doing the fleshing tone. It'll be for the pot.
Oh man, painting this field gray right now makes me want to start building and painting my Kriegers. I have another 130 of them I can build and paint.
It's gonna show up on the camera. Don't. I think that's kind of the flesh tone I'm looking for right there.
Okay, yeah.
Like a darker
Like, it's definitely like that dark brown kind of necromorphy. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's almost to the point of a little rotted.
Yeah. I almost put skin tone on this guy. I just noticed it as I dipped my brush into the paint.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's gonna look bad. Yeah, I always like the dry brush method.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just gonna color the whole guy, the flesh tone, and then just go off of.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But that's for the Poxwalker. For this guy, I got the flesh tone for the Poxwalkers, but I have a Marine primed. I need to get the armor.
Yeah, get the armor done.
I don't. Hopper with the red around the mouth is the teeth. But also rusted. Color of the weapons are what's gonna get me the most.
Sleeve looks really good on that side. Tell you what though, if you are using a makeup brush and you're doing dry brushing, it eats up the paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, let me zoom out. Yeah, look how much paint I have left. It's almost gone.
Dang. Sure. Gonna be interesting.
There we go. I got all them primary colors on him. Or
Ooh.
the primary color.
This copper looks. Even though I got it all over my hand. Copper everywhere.
Got like dog hair on this model.
Oh no.
Oh
Little texture.
Trying to see if there's any spots I might have missed. It's kind of difficult because I do have like some lighting technicalities here, but I'm thinking this looks pretty good.
No, it looks pretty freaking even color, and the black actually does make that contrast.
Yeah, right? And to kind of just show you the difference. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's like, which one's the better painted looking one? But yeah, unfortunately, I'm not like the best example to go to for more traditional painting with a brush. I am very much a. I found a method that I like, and I got really good at that method. As a result, I don't really like to use the traditional method of painting.
Yeah, I can do it.
I probably also could have used an airbrush on this guy too, but I basically wanted to show you, and just about anyone that might stumble on this, how to do it with like a makeup brush or a dry brush. Anyways, let me add some more detail so then this guy looks even better. Got some stuff I can put on. Do I have...
Wait.
Here it is. Oh yeah, his patties. He has patties and boots. Let me get that.
Yeah. I feel like I'm getting something, but
And this is what the khaki was for. It's for his patties. Here, let me put him on frame. Now this is where I'm probably going to use the flathead brush to do the dry brush, which is good because then I get to show you how to use a flathead brush as a dry brush.
yeah.
Which, I mean, it's almost no different from using the makeup brush. Some new khaki. Make that peak. Oh crap, I don't have the freshy thingy in it. It's a very yellow khaki, by the way.
Ready to fucking start painting this guy. I need to clean my brush. How do you clean your brushes?
Basically a mug with water in it.
Just mug water?
Yeah. If you want a more thorough cleaning, I'll show you how to do that. But for like quick cleaning, just water with the mug.
Quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Alright. Now I mixed, for those that are not Daniel, I mixed khaki with the field gray. Can I get that to focus? There we go. And it kind of looks like that color. Still looks very much like the khaki, but it's supposed to be a much darker, more subdued. I'm going to use flathead on some patties. Oops, didn't even have it in frame. Alright, so I got his puttees painted. Probably get that gas tube painted too. Ooh, I think I like the top right one because it has that red, or sorry, left. Yeah, because it has like a bloody red color to it.
Okay. On camera, it's a little different, but if I put a little bit more red on that.
Yeah. Definitely, I would say definitely use, like, maybe you could color it that, and then you can edge highlight with bronze? That would be cool. I don't even know if I should paint this guy's boots, but I'm gonna do it. With the black brown.
Oh.
You know what's funny? I never thought about doing a painting tutorial as a live stream, but hey, you know what? It works out, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe that's what I should do, is like painting techniques and stuff. I just do it as a live stream instead of a recording, and then I can double dip by making stream highlights of it. Ooh. Now that's thinking with your noggin.
Ooh.
Alright, try to get in frame for y'alls.
Try to get this.
I almost don't really need to paint too much of this boot. I just need to get enough brown on spots that it can create enough of a visual contrast between the black that it looks realistically like a boot.
Das Boots.
Das Boot. Man, what I would do for a beer right now.
I feel like there's too much contrast. It's like too much light. How is there too much light?
Too much light because you painted him white. That's why.
White on white background.
Yep.
Gosh darn it, I can't get the color in.
I mean, there is one really good use of white primer, and that's basically for contrast paints, but we'll have you try that out, and we'll see See how it works.
I'm scared to put this on his fucking armor.
Just do it. Do it now. Look at that. Oh, he did it. He put paint on plastic.
Now there's not enough light for me. The camera's doing just fine.
Right? Oh, that looks pretty cool.
Go over with a little bit of copper later.
See, it's 11:13. Maybe I should start ordering food now.
Oh, wait.
Oh, he said it. He said what time it is. Dox him. Dox him now. Figure out where he lives. Get him. Get him. Thank God this guy doesn't have as much webbing as the Cadians. Holy crap. So easy. Plus he's probably gonna have a backpack on, so I'm not too worried about getting it so crucial. Probably paint his gloves.
Just use face. Look at that!
Ooh, that looks gnarly, dude.
It's a good base prime or big base coat.
Yeah. You know what? The white might actually work with it because it is flesh tones. Ooh. Discovery.
But this is gonna be a test run, so there's gonna be probably
A lot of just putting it on and seeing.
Yeah, put it on, see what sticks, see what kind of fucking shading I can do. Hope that I don't fucking stupidly forget the mixture that I do.
Right.
Because right now I have, like, this is a test, so I'm just
If you need to, write it down. I'm actually almost done with my guy. What am I? Gray. Ultra gray. I haven't even painted the faces on the dudes I was gonna paint. Come on, light. Or focus. Why won't you focus? There we go.
Blah.
Might need either a smaller dry brush, which I do have one. Wow, I wiped all the paint off with a dry brush. How does that happen? Might need more aggressive amounts of gray.
Not enough gray for you?
Well, it kind of just looks like it's black and dusty. So.
Black and dusty, like it just came out of rubble.
Yeah. There we go. I think it's coming together. That looks good.
There you go.
Alright, time for the gray.
Oh.
There we go. Oh, nice. Look at that. Look at that.
So, one leg has a little bit of copper on it. The other one doesn't.
Oh, how so?
I just took a tiny dab of copper and I'm trying to get it like highlighted on this leg.
Oh,
See if
okay. Oh, you know what? That
Really
looks pretty
cute.
cool. I like the
But on
copper.
this leg, it's just paint. It's just the paint on this one. No copper was put on top.
Yeah.
It's not focusing, but you're gone. Bye.
Yeah. I do like the copper on top. That's pretty cool. Like putting the flesh tone and then putting the copper on top. Because then it gives it a more rusted copper look. Which is really, really snazzy. It's chic.
Chic? Nobody uses that word anymore. What
The Germans, dude. I'm kidding.
the German? Better state.
Alright, it's almost 11:30.
Get your food.
Let me paint in this guy's armor first. Look at that. Nice. There's a little too much black right there on the top. Try my best to get under there without painting his gas tube. Now for his mask, which is going to be the... Oh, I know what to do. I'm not going to do a pure white, but I have something else. Question is, can I find this paint, though?
So many paints to choose from. You got a whole selection now?
Found it. Bright neutral gray. Which basically just looks like a white, but hopefully it'll come across a lot better. Nice, look at that guy. It's cool, it does look like a rusted copper. Which I don't know if copper rusts, but...
It's pretty weird, but it looks cool.
Nice. Alright, time to find the brush that can,
Rule them all?
Yes. The one brush to rule them all. Oh, damn, that looks cool. I don't even know if I want to finish in the detailing, because the faded looks great.
Wait, on which part? The face?
Yeah.
It actually looks pretty sick.
Yeah. You know, it looks like Ghost from Call of Duty.
It does. I was just about to like. I was thinking that. I was like, kind of looks like it has a ghost.
Nice. I'm gonna keep it like that because that kind of completes it for me.
I'm gonna be so sad if I can't replicate this color because I can't. What did I put together? It looks like burnt sienna and dark flesh.
It's probably what you did. you should have been writing it down. Well,
No, I'm not. This because I was just playing around to see what kind of colors I get. I didn't expect to actually find one.
well, I would say take the colors you think it is, mix them together, and if it looks like what you're putting on, write it down, and then when you get the chance, use it.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what I should paint its club. It's obviously going to need to be a metallic color.
I got a lot of it. Oh.
I should probably paint the undercoat. And by undercoat, I mean like actually the skirt underneath there.
Oh.
Yeah, not like actual like, oh, I need to paint an undercoat. Gotta get that field gray. Felt growl. I got my felt growl, my heck growl. Got the growl, growl, growl.
Felt growl?
The dog hair. 9.
Hanging from his crotch?
Yeah. Can you see it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, good enough.
It's so weird. It goes on a different color and it dries the color I want.
Yeah. That's the magic of the Monument Hobbies paints.
That's crazy. So I was like, oh, this is kind of like very brown, but no, it just like turns into something. Nice paint, I like. Thank
This
you
guy's
for
like
considering it.
90% done. I just need to figure out what colors I want as guns or weapons. And whether or not I'm going to paint red on the arms or not. Because he's supposed to be like a grenadier, so he's supposed to like have darker, more subdued color tones, with the exception of that skull face, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna get my food ordered. I'll let you continue painting. Here, I'll, let me see if I can move yours more in center for the folks. Make it a little bigger.
Paris? Jeez, put me on blast.
Put you on blast.
I'm gonna use
Boom, 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 boom.
a different one on that one.
Oh, sweet, I had something delivered. Not my food.
I was about to say, weren't you just about to order it? Is
Yeah,
that
I
over
was.
there?
I was. There was a package that was delivered though.
Ooh.
Da, da, da.
The bells? You have to find a color the bells.
Ooh, $5 off. Cool.
5 buckaroos.
They're not that far away. There. Ooh, looks good.
What are you getting?
I'm getting better buzz.
Better buzz.
Yeah, it's a coffee place. They have some good breakfast sissies.
That's what you're gonna say, fucking better buzz. The alcohol for freaking breakfast. Nice.
That'd be great. Just call out. Get some cola.
Yeah. No, if you're a true German, you go to freaking work drunk. Sorry, no, that's insinuating Germans go to work drunk. Sorry.
No,
my
they
bad.
they have their one beer during their lunch break, and then they go back to work. That's it.
Their one mandatory beer.
One mandatory beer. Alright, I'll be back. I need to see what that package is, and I need to use the restroom.
They're not secrets, not lies. If you don't know, it's only subterfuge disguises. If you don't know, can't get hurt by the things that you don't know. You don't know. I spiked your punch, shook your knees, and stole your heart away. I spun my webs and dropped my lies. You watch me fly, fly, fly. Had you spinning tight your tongue and put you in your place. I know I hurt you, see your pain, but I can't feel a thing. My heart feels no pain.
You spun your web, put your lies, thought I didn't know. Saw through your mask and your glow, cause I had to know. No more secrets, no disguise, putting on a show. You played your games, pile of magic, let your hand show. You can't get hurt by the things that you don't know, don't know. No, no, it's not you, never you, you always say it's me, me, me. But I'm gonna let the curtain fall, let it fall. So damn tired of always tightrope walking on your web of lies. You spin and spin, oh, you spin me
Alright, it's probably in the mailbox. Yay. Dude, that looks great. Holy shit. Alright. Now then
Oh, I'm sorry, I was muted. I said, I hope it does. I'm glad.
Well, now that I have this example painted, I'm gonna put him off to the side and work on something else. Probably painting the faces of these guys. Or are they? Where is the brush? There it is. Okie dokie, let's begin. Oh yes, that looks pretty bad on my end.
Oh gosh.
It looks okay in person, but it looks so bad on camera. There we go, it looks better. Alright, got this lady. It sucks because my brush is starting to flare up. Makes this difficult. I'm trying to think of things to talk about so then there isn't too much dead air.
That's the hard part.
Yeah, see, like, if we were playing a game, it's easy, but painting, we get so focused in. Since I'm, like, not instructing anymore, it it doesn't help.
Right. How things struck about.
Yeah, because for the most part, I basically just painted the example model I needed to, showed you some techniques, and we're good to go. Think you got the basics.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Cam. I wonder what happened to my lighting. It looks so weird now. Is it because the sunlight is going away? Well, hey, at least, I've got something that I can kind of clip together into a thingy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Look at that chubby guy. All of them is come together.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can make like a tongue flesh color with what I got. Play around with.
Maybe. Bring on the fight. Where's this guy? There's this guy. I got some skin paint where I didn't want skin paint.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Why is his cloth skin toned? He skinned someone and is wearing them.
Ooh.
Crap, I don't think I have my tiny brush. Actually, I do, but it's undergoing some cleaning. But I have another tiny brush.
Under maintenance.
Yeah, it's under maintenance. All out attack. Alright, I had to take it off screen. There's a little bit. No, the camera. Survive! Survive! Alright, unfortunately I only painted 4 of these guys with a black undertone for the skin, so I'm gonna have to do that for the rest of them. If I've got time.
You gotta make time, damn it.
Alright, gotta fix up all of the mess I got here. Bum, ba, dee, 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 dee.
Oh no.
No. Oh, nice. Look at that. He's pretty.
You can get now.
Anthony has your order. Well, thank you, Anthony. Anthony, execute Order 66.
Nope. Just send a special fucking request in there.
You're right. Alright, gotta change some of the music. What do we got? Not a whole lot of music here. I can go for some Halos, but Halos is a risk. Let's just do some
acapella.
Acapella it. Yeah, they can't claim me if I acapella it. They still claim me. God damn it.
What? Do they own you at 31?
Really, what it is these various orchestras. They have a because they've played them live at some point. They have and this is something I found out because my dad is a musician. But if you do a cover of something, you can actually put in a copyrights protection for the cover.
Interesting.
Even if it isn't your original work. Because the cover itself is in some way a parody, which falls under free use. And not that companies follow that, but these orchestras copyright all of their covers of these video game songs, specifically Halo, and pretty much what they do is they claim anything on YouTube that's playing Halo music.
That's annoying.
Yeah, that sounds like a very cheap way for them to steal money from people who are using music that's technically free use. Joke's on them. I don't make money off of these. Alright, I just got 4 more that need their faces painted, and I will be pretty good to go. Dude's coming out really great, though.
I'm trying not to, like, panic, but also, like, I'm wondering if I should just go ahead and do the whole thing this color, or if I should try not to with the teeth and other things like the glove.
I would say with the teeth, keep those a different color. With that, you might actually need like a khaki or bone color.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I didn't get any kind of white.
But you basically got the basics that you needed to get that coppery color.
Yeah.
Which is really good because I feel it's always best to know what you're... So I think there's a principle called the 60... It's like the 60... 40... 20? And it's your 3 main colors. So for the 60, that's going to be the color that's most pronounced, such as like that armor color tone you got. Your 40 is going to be like a supporting color. So like for instance, let me grab like one of these models. So in the case of this guy, of course the 60 is that bluish gray. Now the 40 is actually the black browns. And the 20 is the red on his right there. And then, of course, I have a bunch of other colors, of course, but when you look at this, you have the 3 main colors. Now, granted, that dark brown probably doesn't really pop out as being one of the main colors. The gun does. Which that's perfectly fine, too, because in a way, with how big that piece is, that is also a kind of what you call the 40 color. But it's basically a simple principle.
I will be right back.
Be back. Food. Wait, it's 1 minute away. Eine Minuten. Oh, damn, that head was stuck on there.
I feel like I should have got a cherry red. I hate when I'm muted whenever I say shit.
Oh, cherry red?
Yeah, because I have nothing that's gonna be pronounced on the tongue. Oh, goodness. Right there, the tongue on the guy.
Oh, yeah. Is that a tongue? Or is that supposed to be a gas mask tube? Or are you talking about his belly? Oh, that
No, on
tongue.
his
I see what you mean.
knee.
On his knee. Oh. You'll definitely want like a pinkish color.
Yeah, so I'm trying, like, yeah. So I'm like, I don't have anything. I have tan flesh. That's not even tan.
Yeah.
Maybe I can mix it? You think I can mix it with, like, oh, dark flesh?
I think if you mix the tan flesh with, you said you did get a red. What kind of red did you get?
It's the dark flesh.
Oh, it's the
That's the only
dark
thing I-
flesh.
Yeah. It's like a really dark, kind of reddish brownish. That's why I should have got something brighter. So I was hoping that doing the white primer was gonna help with that.
It does and it doesn't, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
My food is here. I'm gonna finish up painting this face and then we're gonna... I should go to full screen. Maybe. Oh. I'll be back.
Okay.
there's a dog. Okie dokie, note to self, do not sub milk with heavy cream.
What is that?
My coffee, it's not bad, but like, holy crap. Not what I was expecting. Let's just say that.
No. Knievel?
Let me see how my full screen's working. Ah, that's weird. There we go. One. Should we do an eating stream? And I'll
No
just have
way.
you as the focus. Look at him.
No way.
Point and laugh. Ha ha ha.
Mess it up.
Kwame. Look at that beautiful boy.
Yeah, it's gold.
Rate your order. There we go. I just bit down on my mustache. It hurt.
Ew. Don't chew your mustache off.
Thought I already rated it. That's weird.
Just a little bit on.
Yay.
See, do you see it now?
Oh god. Your
Sure.
camera just went all messed up.
Gosh. Come on, bitrate.
Unless that's me. Oh yeah, no, that's you. Yeah, damn. Hello.
So you can kind of see the different tones there. The
Yeah.
without the gold or without the copper and with the copper on that bottom.
That looks pretty good.
So because I was trying not to get it too much on there, but I was just like kind of drying, like getting a little bit on there, drying it off like you're showing.
Yeah, doing the
brush
dry
a little
brush thing.
bit.
That way you have it
Yeah.
kind of faded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks cool. Because it gives it like a rusted undertone.
And I do like a little bit of a black bottom.
Atrocities come by way of reciprocity. I'm chewing the bones of my own. Death be my dignity. Execute hemlock philosophy. Poison fills the cup of the cup.
Yeah, you see the bottom now?
Last time
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Racing bottom. Yeah, that's good.
Noise. Alright. Let me see if I can get some stuff painted so I'm not just eating on stream. Imagine, oh my god, eating streams. I'm gonna do a mukbang stream.
No, please don't do those.
I swear people would probably actually watch those, and unfortunately they would probably get more views than this. Yay, I love society.
We'll love watching people.
Crap, I think I got some paint on the neck. Yeah, I did. Ugh.
I think we're gonna keep that copper tone to the bottom armor plates and maybe the shoulder pads because doing that everywhere might be a little tacky.
Maybe. Yeah, I think it would be cool if it was on some parts and not all of them.
Good, yes.
What the hell am I bumping? Oh, the brush is hardened. What the hell? Goddamn
Ew.
paint. It's like a pen. Ow, it actually poked. Pokey pen. God damn it. Alright. Alright, lady or man, whatever you are. Lady or man, if that's your real name.
Lady or a man? Jane Doe.
Jane Doe, if that's your real name. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Ah, yes. Heck divers.
Hag divers, no.
I'm gonna put back on the Darktide music.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't paint this guy's face. Oh no. That's not good. What are you doing, Schmabbo da Wabbo? Boopity boop. First of her name.
Shadow the Platypus?
Shadow the Platypus? Oh, it's just a shadow. Shadow the Platypus! I think I need to start streaming to Twitch too. I need to get the software where I can do that though.
What do you mean?
I think it's easier for people to find you on Twitch. Like
No,
YouTube's
I mean, what software?
Oh, software? So I cannot dual stream without a provider, so to speak. And unfortunately, Streamlabs charges you for it, which is bullshit when there's so many free options.
Or can you not use Twitch's built-in shit?
Oh yeah, I can use Twitch's built-in stuff, but I still have to, well, for it to capture what I'm doing, I have to use OBS. Yeah, maybe I can do their built-in stuff, but
Sure, because I think I strictly remember seeing that Twitch has their own shit now to where you don't even need OBS for it.
probably.
I don't remember. I tried streaming before a little bit back, and it's all like, now use Twitch's overlay. That way you don't have to use OBS or blah blah. And I'm like, I don't know how much better this could be than streaming OBS from my computer.
The only problem I can see with that is if it doesn't have all your other stuff.
Yeah.
Because OBS has some things on it that I like. Plus I have the ability to record my stuff, so I can go back and make little shorts or edits for it. I might need to open up a window, maybe. Well, not actually open up a window, but a curtain. This guy's head does not want to stick. It's like the putty is bad. Bad putty. Go to bed.
Send that putty to bed.
This feels very dangerous what I'm doing right now, but you know, I have the power.
Oh, snubble the rubber.
She's just being the cutest little fool. There we go. We're nearly there.
Colors are pretty good. I like these colors. I like the way they go on and shade.
Yeah. Well, when I first found out about them, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna try them out because these guys, they have no background in miniature painting whatsoever, and they keep hollering at it, or they keep talking about it. And I found out that they were local to where we live, so I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna get some then. And then I did, and when I started painting with them, I'm like, wow, these just go on so good.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes I thick coat it and it doesn't really dry off because it's so.
Yeah, it doesn't go on like a clump or anything.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, if you're new to Warhammer painting, try Monument Hobbies paints. They're great. When my paintbrush is just like, please, son, no more. I'm nearly spent. And I'm like, boy, you gotta do this for me, boy.
But Arthur,
You gotta have faith. I don't know, Dutch. I'm nearly spent. Gotta have space! Wonder how badly that peaked.
Yeah. Cape. The cape.
I honestly don't know what you should paint the cape.
Cape.
It needs to be something that contrasts with the armor, I think. See, this is where having like a cherry red or something would be cool, because then you could try it out and see. Trying to think, what would be a good cape color?
I'm gonna do.
Oh, you could do it as skin. Like actual flesh tone, like he skins someone and he's wearing it.
I'm gonna do like a coat of tan flesh. I'm gonna go over it with dark flesh. See what I get.
Alright. The fun thing about Chaos is, if you don't know what to color the capes, when in doubt, skin.
Skin. Yes.
Blessed Sigma Male. I need some shamamage.
Sandwich.
It's still warm, awesome.
Sounds like necrophilia. Sorry.
Oh, what?
Nothing. Eat your freaking food. Tough, man. That was a long way to scream.
Oh yeah, look at that delicious skin.
Ew, it does really look like skin on camera. Ugh.
See, I don't want too much of it on this one. I don't know if I should just go over it.
Oh. If you want, water it down to a point where it's almost like a wash. But you already put it on, so.
Yeah, too late. You'll see what I can do.
I'm gonna have to switch the music soon because then it's gonna play Halo.
You already know your own algorithm?
Yep. Cult of the Lamb.
Okay, so that's a nice dark tone of flesh.
Actually, that's looking pretty good.
But I don't know if I should just keep it fleshy looking or if I should try to get some kind of blood accent on there. I have nothing blood colored.
I would keep it for now. Because it looks pretty good for now. The only thing I would probably do later is get like a very flesh-toned wash. So then you can get some really dark crevices and make it look like they tried to tan it. Well, not tan it as in like actually tanning the skin, but tan like the process that they do for
No,
leather.
yeah, making leather. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I knew exactly what you meant.
Okay, good.
That's why I was like, ooh, tanning flesh like human. Ooh.
Right? Does sound like dogs barking, this music. Well, not anymore now that they stopped the... They stopped it.
Hear the music.
It's music from Cult of the Lamb. Maybe I should do another replay of that. Yeah, I officially have all the flesh of my guys painted. Nice and fleshy. Yeah, I have this model that I'm probably gonna go dunk in some, what is it called? LA's Totally Awesome Degreaser. Meanwhile, this guy... might need a bit more of that gray. On the other side, though. Let me clean this brush off.
I'm gonna have to wait
Yep.
more of the bloody tones I want. Right now I can do the armor.
You can do the gold.
Shit and get that.
There we go, that's better. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that like that. Because I don't want to, I want it to look faded. Okay. Alright. Are we good for today?
Yep.
Been streaming for about 2 hours, so I think it calls for some for a good end to the stream. Get some of that ending music going. That looks pretty good though. The that dry brushing of the bronze on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, like
Yeah. See, isn't that crazy though? Like you were afraid and everything and you're just like, "Wait a minute."
this is so bad.
Mhm. Literally, it's just like 3-dimensional art book.
Yeah.
You just gotta fill in the lines. Granted, of course, there are some things that can definitely make it more difficult, but I think in the end, it's a lot easier than it both seems and looks, and especially with how people make it too. Now, I'm not gonna like diss any like really good Warhammer painters and stuff, because one, they are far better than I am. However, I feel like they teach too advanced of a level, to the point where they forget that beginners are going to be watching this at some point.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, beginners cannot go from beginner to where they're painting. So you have to kind of dial it back and be like, oh, if I was starting from bare frickin' bones and I needed to figure this out, and I needed to show someone how this would start, like, this is what you can do. Now, granted, too, it's also has to do with, like, art style, which I know kind of sounds a little weird when it comes to models. Nice. I feel like the white kind of washes out, but no, that looks good.
Yeah.
I think the black background helped a little bit.
Yeah, the black one.
Yeah.
I want to see what it will look like if I primed it black.
Well, I do have tomorrow off. I don't know. I mean, you have it off too. I don't know if you want to drive all the way here, get a black primer. It's up to you. Of course.
I mean, I work down the street from you.
Oh, okay.
Picked up on like rear off on.
Yeah, like Saturday or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that actually looks pretty good for having painted on white primer.
Yeah, no, this looks really good. The color's good.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get the red tones in there because that's what I'm really looking for to fucking.
Oh yeah.
Because right now it just looks like I'm coloring fucking Nurgle shit gold, like fucking.
Yeah. Your paint. I don't even know which Legion / chapter would be those colors. I mean, to be honest though, that is pretty cool and bespoke, because when I have a feeling when people see that, they're going to be like, oh man, that's cool, I've never seen people paint Nurgle that color, because everyone goes for the classic green.
Especially as soon as they hit the red in there, can't wait.
Yeah. Okie dokie! For those who have joined or will join later on, Donkey Shoes. Of course, this was kind of a thrown together painting tutorial, so to speak, of me teaching my buddy old pal, my compo, how to paint, and if I can get his zoomed in more as the final thing. You can kind of see that from someone who has never painted at all a Warhammer model. He has gotten a pretty good, in fact, a really good start on it, to be honest. But yeah, okie dokie, thank you for joining. We will see you later. Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye.